Conscious collaboration brings together entrepreneurs, change makers, and thought leaders. We aim to highlight the people that embody the idea of aligned mind, body, and business. Each week, we share, discuss, and learn from the various experiences and ideas of our guest experts. Through our discovery, we find a path to an aligned mind, body, and business.
Well, hello. What's up? This is Emily.
And I'm Lisa. And we are the Conscious Collaboration. Hello there.
I decided to test out a new greeting. I'm not the biggest fan. Y'all let me know.
Yeah. I don't know which Virgo is going to come out at which time, but if you guys are bored ever, make sure that you have a friend that's a Virgo. I'm Gemini.
I was like, no.
You're like, your face was like, I hate Virgos.
No, I don't. I love Virgos. I just need, and I am somewhat surrounded by them, and I need to be surrounded by them because they're like it keeps
your checks and balances.
It's a very great complementary energy because there is a common ground in that we are both ruled by Mercury and therefore all up in our head, right? As Olivia says, my mind has a mind of its own. But we can kind of intellectualize things in the same way. So we have a common ground there. But there's all sorts of traits that Virgos have that I don't have that I find very endearing. And so I think that they're good to have around to kind of keep that balance of like, you should probably look at the clock sometimes. You know what I mean? Even if I never make a spreadsheet in my entire life, like, you gotta have Virgo to kind of keep me, keep me on the earth. And then I think that Virgos find Geminis endearing too, because we sort of have that like inner voice of things that they want to say, and
you're saying it out loud, like yes. We're talking a little bit about Gemini and Virgo still, just based off of our last episode there. Ask a Virgo.
I forget you guys weren't a part of our pre-chat. That was a continuation of.
Yes. Yeah, because we knew that we needed to channel the inner Virgo and pay attention to details while we have all these lofty, great things that are happening and setting into motion. And this is a time, like, so much has been said about April and May in terms of this is when you're going to start feeling that intense momentum of Fire Horse. And oh yeah, it's happening. Yeah. And party season with Gemini. So, but yes, if you're bored ever, make sure you have a Gemini friend that you can call and do a podcast with and talk about weird shit.
We may be many things, but boring is not one of them.
That's right. So in our pre-chat, we were just like rehashing just how beautifully well our check-ins have been panning out in 2026 and really telling this overall story. All the seeds that you've been planting are starting to crop and bloom. And at the same time, with this scaling and with this becoming the new version of you, whatever you set into motion, with those really great intentions that you set leading into Fire Horse energy, things are starting to feel a little off or a little overwhelming in the collective. So new territory. Emily said more money, more problems is one thing. But we thought it'd be great to do a quick little riff on how do we dance best with this abundance that is settling in. And
choice of words for
I'm an Aquarius.
The woman who doesn't like to dance.
I don't like to dance. I do.
Just not like by force or
yes. The kind of dancing that I'm having a challenge with is, yes, I do love to I do love to clap for people. I am the Gen Xer that claps to music. I do that. I'm a fringe millennial, so I can, yes, I'm an Xennial. I'm those like 2 year gap people in between Gen X and millennial. But I don't do well with expressing myself through emotion. So when people say like, "Oh, shake it out," like show your emotions through I'm not going to do that. I mean, I love to be dancing like with live music or, you know, those festivals that you sent me that are popular right now, like the dance parties that happen in your home by 10. I would love to do that.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah, so I like that. I don't like to channel emotions into energy. I don't like, what is the other thing that people do? So ecstatic dancing.
Yeah.
That's not my cup of tea. Like I love that people do that together and they feel catharsis and stuff, but that doesn't make me feel comfortable.
Same
And
girl.
silent disco, I don't like discordance. So it's just not pretty to me to be dancing one way and then seeing someone else rocking out to a different beat. Like that's just not my jam. But props to people that love that. I love that people are having fun. Anyway, dancing with abundance. I was talking to Emily in the pre-chat about how abundance is very much like a relationship. And I've been hearing a lot of chatter from people and my algorithm talking about personifying abundance and money. And blocks to abundance can sometimes contain the same avoidance energy that appears in relationships. Meaning, like, oh, I can attract the money, but I can't make it stay. That feels like a Taylor Swift song. Yes, Taylor Swift would probably do an album on this, but yeah, so similar things that happen with abundance is that you can attract abundance, but do you feel comfortable with it enough, safe enough with it that it will stay? And are you continuing the energy that attracted in the first place? Because a lot of what I've been experiencing in I Ching readings with clients and collective readings is just this uncomfortable um, feeling that people are having in their new energy that they've been intentionally setting into motion. It feels uncomfortable to them. So, meaning like they're very visible all of a sudden, and yet they want to hide and they they cancel all their appointments and stay in one place where they feel safe, but they're owning their space, and they're feeling nervous when they walk into a room because they don't need to say anything, but everyone's looking at them like their energy is felt and literally on fire. And friends are fighting over them for attention. This is happening in more than one instance. So I think it kind of like that dance with abundance kind of links that personification idea with me. Like I feel like it needs to be like you kind of need to move together with it, like in sync with it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm a master at it. I'm just saying that's my
Yeah, no, I
perception.
totally self-sabotaged my way through newfound abundance of different kind because you can as usual with our topics of interest, you can definitely see this play out in relationships as well,
Mhm.
right? Like at different levels, of course, but I mean, have you ever been the person who gets into the space of that relationship and then you do something subconsciously to self sabotage it? Because, I mean, we're not, you know, psychology experts by any means, but I think there's probably some self worth and self esteem questions there going on. Like, do you believe that you deserve this?
Right.
that you're worthy of
Yes.
this. And if you hold and of course, like on the surface, most of us will say, well, of course I do. I've been asking for this, right? But when you dig deep down, there's probably something there that is at the same time as you're trying to manifest something, you're kind of subconsciously blocking it too.
Yes. So I thought it'd be great for us to do a quick check-in in how can we work with this abundance and back to the idea of reciprocal energy. How do we work with this abundance in a reciprocal way so that it stays and it continues to grow with us? Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
and I'm gonna throw in there, I don't know if we'll call this a prediction, but I'm gonna put my thoughts in there before the cards come out,
Yes.
that a lot of this is gonna be tied to just the idea of manifestation in the first place, where you want to put yourself in the frequency of the thing that you are trying to manifest before you're there.
Yes. Yeah.
It's kind of
Okay,
like
let's
practicing. It's like practicing for receiving it in a way.
okay, so this
And
is
also
awesome. Yes. So the first energy that came out, pretty cool. It's hexagram 30, clinging like fire.
mm,
Um,
ooh,
right?
that's super fire horse vibes.
Yeah. I mean, minus the trees on fire at the bottom. I like this part of it.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I've
I
never
don't
seen
know. Yeah, it's clinging like fire. So I think it's interesting because we were talking about how do we like integrate dance with.
clinging to the old.
Yeah, fire is all about visibility. Your marketing to the world. Even if you don't own a business, we know that you're all change makers and thought leaders and visionaries. So it's like your marketing to the world is like there's something that you're putting out there to make an impact. And it's bright right now. And then the
Mhm.
forward energy is hexagram 46 pushing upward. So
Ooh.
more of that story of the seeds growing and pushing up.
Well, and that's a little bit and it doesn't have that fire element so much, but it looks like the image of like a phoenix rising.
Oh yeah, it does. It
Mhm.
does. Yeah, it does look like the leaves. The first leaves on the sprout look like wings of a phoenix. But okay, so in the energy of clinging like fire, as we learn to integrate and hold this abundance, we need to have the capacity. It says, cling to what is luminous in yourself, in others, and in life itself. Never forgetting your positive attachment to the highest good. When events seem foreboding or people seem oppressive, remember the good that has been and is yet to be. Holding to this idea is to cling to the power of light, the only force that can illuminate darkness. So I know everybody listening to us that we've interacted with and our guests, they have big, positive, visionary um, ideals for the systems they create and for society. Um, yeah, so it also talks about awareness of your attachment to other people. It's a key that opens the door to knowing your true place in the world. No human is an island. That's interesting as we were talking about the ties to abundance and people relationships. So there's quite a few change lines starting at the top. It says, discipline that is too severe, like a punishment that is too cruel, fails to achieve its true purpose. Seek the underlying cause of difficulties and take strong action to cut off negativity at its roots. That means also like your own negativity that you're putting out there.
Mm.
Be merciful and reasonable about small imperfections. Does the fact that the sun has spots mean that it should be removed from the sky?
Hmm.
So that's neat. Like, we've been talking for years about, yes, like there's an easier way. Do the things that feel easy, escape the grind culture in the process. Like, why are we making things so hard? Knowing that we each bring unique gifts, talents, and perspective. Like, why are we doing things the same as everyone else? Because they tell us we have to have things done within a 9 to 5 window or 8 to 7 if you're in the US. And like, does that make sense anymore? We know that systems are crumbling. This is period 9. So this is all very much lining up with what we've been talking about in the past year. Taking us down into the interpersonal, 654. It says clarity of mind is most valuable when its light illuminates events slowly and evenly. True intelligence must be tied to sincerity and genuine feeling. Otherwise, it will burn itself out like a fire in dry straw. Those in possession of brilliance should learn to temper their insights to avoid arousing enmity in others. Those who are restless and impatient with others may rise to prominence quickly, but are likely to descend just as rapidly. It is possible to be too clever. So, what do you think about that?
Too smart for your own good.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, and I was just listening to a podcast yesterday, and this was more about verbal and nonverbal cues and charisma and one of the big takeaways was like people don't respond well to like perfection.
Yeah.
And so putting that energy into trying to be like perfect, like so competent that you're perfect, it's not going to resonate as well with people because it's not relatable and it's not authentic. It's not real. Nobody is perfect.
Yes. Yeah. That's right. Like the perfectionism thing, I think we need to that's
Tap
come up
back
in
to Virgo a little bit.
yeah.
We'll go into Virgo overdrive.
We Virgo too hard, remember? There's beauty in the imperfections as well. And also allow grace to people around. And keeping your power in check. So you realize you're attracting a lot of attention, you're out there. You will be attracting people that want to challenge you as well too. And you said earlier, like more money, more problems. So keep that in mind.
Visibility to everyone, right?
Remain humble. People will, things may challenge you as well too. It goes on to say the sun has reached its highest spot in the heavens, and this portends supreme fortune. When the central glow of life is at its peak, light shines evenly all over your entire world. It furthers you to remain active at a time like this and to persevere with steady, moderate action. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've been feeling very much like all, I think bipolar is a good word for like the amount of energy I've been feeling in just this beginning part of April is like, and I was like, this ties in with my cycle as well too. Like I think I said to you last week, I did more in 2 days than I did in like 3 weeks. And like, I know that's an imbalance, right? Like that's too much yang energy. That's a little bit like.
At the Conscious Collaboration Podcast, we are proud affiliates of Atapa medical grade red light therapy devices. Red light therapy boasts a long list of clinically proven benefits, many that I and many of my clients have experienced firsthand. You can be sure that you'll be able to train harder, recover faster, and sleep better with Atapa red light therapy. Visit myatapa.com myatapa.com, or use the link in our Instagram bio to shop with the code COLLAB15, that's COLLAB 15, for a discount on your device.
But
is it for that one isolated period of time?
Right.
If you take the time that your body is, as long as you honor the time that following that your body is calling for rest.
right.
We can balance. To me, it doesn't look perfect. Balance is balanced in the macro, like when you zoom out and maybe you've got this one day or these 3 hours where you're like near manic, you're so but then when your body, the next day when your body's like, nope, sleeping in,
allow yourself rest,
XYZ, whatever it is, then you honor that too.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right too. It's just be aware of your rhythms, and they might not look like the 8 to 7 or 9 to 5 that is happening elsewhere. Maybe that's great. Maybe that's the pattern that people are feeling they're adapting into right now. But having that awareness, I'm having an awareness of that myself. And also, I just want to say, I don't know I think it was in Sweden. I could be wrong, and I don't feel like Googling right now. But somewhere they just allowed in workplaces women to take off certain times, certain weeks during their menstrual cycles.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
It's like 3 days or something. But isn't that wild? Like that's even recognized. They're like, it's too much of a liability to have women working during this time that it's not productive. Yeah,
I mean, as with anything, there's such a level of individuality to that as well. And, rather than also subscribing to exactly what some outside entity says this part of your cycle is supposed to be like,
right.
Tune in, like, what is it like for you?
Yeah. I know some people's hormones are completely different, but mine are just like the clock, just like very textbook. But definitely firing in all cylinders this week. So at the bottom line, where it causes us to look to our inner selves, it says, when awakening to a new day, some concentration is necessary so that your central tasks are not obscured by frenzied activity. We were kind of talking about that. Working in the frenzy, make sure that there's some concentration to central tasks. It is at the beginning that one needs to compose oneself. As seeds are planted, so shall they grow. Do not begin a new project without careful consideration. So, way to repeat our conversation, I Ching. And then in the energy moving forward, the guidance of pushing upward talks about natural advancement is represented by growth in springtime, when a new plant pushes upward through the earth. The emphasis is on an upward motion, a movement from obscurity to influence, with growth that is supported by adaptability and absence of obstacles. Ooh, I like that. Constant, flexible growth is the key attribute of a plant pushing upward. This suggests a period of promotion and prosperity for you. The wise person, in harmony with fate, is sensitive but determined. Make a sincere effort to apply a determined effort against the forces of inertia by bending around obstacles that arise, and good fortune will follow. By remaining tolerant and flexible, you will retain the conscious innocence that best fuels growth and advancement. Willpower and self-control are necessary to manage growth properly, but an inner enthusiasm for life is what drives it.
Word.
Word. So yeah, hexagram 30, clinging like fire, shifting into hexagram 46, pushing upward. Beautiful. So fire creates earth, and then the one thing that breaks up earth is the wood energy, that plant, the upward growing. And that always links to wood, that links to abundance, it links to family, lineage, roots, all of these things. And also links to community and, just upward trajectory. So I don't know. I hope that really resonates. I feel like that was directly for me, but and the people that I've been reading for. Did that resonate with you at all, or is that yeah?
Sure. And I happen to be coincidentally going to Phoenix next week.
Really?
So that whole yeah.
Oh my gosh! For work, you're going? For work, you're going?
Yes.
Like a wellness event or something, or team building, or what's it?
Calling it. So.
Oh, that's perfect. You should tell your team.
I mean, there's work things happening, but
things, but yeah, I mean, it's that networking, upward momentum growth, definitely period 9 energy. I'm sure you guys will be working on marketing and and that's really cool.
Team building, because we're a company, so these events to bring us all together are really important.
Yeah, sets the foundation. Well, as always, the I Ching is scary in the story that it tells and unfolds, but I feel it's very relevant and it helped me, and I hope that it's helping our listeners. And we really appreciate you being here and tuning in with us each week. And if you haven't already, make sure you click the link in the description so you can join us inside of the Conscious Collaboration Collective, our closed and private Facebook group, and make sure that you're following us on Instagram as well too. So
what she said.
All right, guys. Talk to you in 5.
Talk to you in 5. Bye, guys.
Thank y'all so much for listening to our podcast. If you haven't yet, please be sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share with all your friends so they can join our circle of collaboration on this journey. You can find us on Instagram at Conscious Collaboration Podcast, on Spotify, iTunes, and Audible, to name a few. Please join us next time for another deep dive into how you can live life in more alignment, mind, body, and business. Send us your questions and comments in our DMs or email us at consciouscollaborationpodcast@gmail.com. See you in 5 minutes.